When you're buying a house, are building inspections really worth the price? I mean, they can be pretty expensive. I've seen prices between $200 and $800 depending on what sort of inspection you want. Do you want a sewer scope? Do you want radon testing? Do you want just a general inspection of the home? They can be pretty expensive. For instance, the one I purchased earlier today was $510. It included a sewer scope and a general inspection of the whole entire property. The fellow who did this inspection was incredibly thorough. I was very, very thankful that they took the time to go through everything, literally everything, between the appliances and the electrical and the gas lines, the sewer scope, looking into the attic, looking at the structural integrity of the place, checking the foundation for cracks. You name it, I think this guy was incredibly thorough and he pretty much saw everything that I couldn't see. If you're new to my channel, I've been looking for a home in the Metro Detroit area for the past month and a half or 2 months now. I've probably only seen between a dozen or 2 dozen houses so far in my house search adventures, and I've only been interested so far in maybe putting offers in on 3 homes, and of those 3 homes, 2 of them evaporated off the market, leaving me with just 1 option, and that home evaporated off the market also. But just recently it came back on the market, and I went there and I looked at the house, and I fell in love with it pretty much. It might not have been everything I wanted in a home, but you have to make sacrifices when you're looking for a home. You can't have everything on your list, because if you did, it would be astronomical in price probably, right? Anyways, I'm a man of little means. I don't need too much to make myself happy, and this house I think I could see myself being happy in, at least at first glance. So I saw the place with my realtor. My realtor was really, really nice about explaining to me what things needed to be fixed, what things need to be updated, red flags and things I want to potentially avoid. And after my realtor and I looked at the house, we both came to the conclusion that we could make this work if they accepted our offer. And as sure as heck, they actually accepted my offer. This has been the first offer I put on any home, and it was accepted. So I was just kind of beside myself, kind of in shock, didn't know what to do, and I was excited to see what the next step in the process was going to be like. So the next step in the process is due diligence. That means you have 7 days in order to inspect the property and really think about, do you really want to move forward with this deal? I put in my offer, they accepted it, now I check out the home, I get a building inspection, a general inspection of the whole entire property, and then I do whatever else I need to do, whether that means consulting with friends and family, looking into the city codes and ordinances, and doing some more research about the location before I actually choose to commit to purchasing this, and getting in bed with a mortgage company, and taking out a loan, and signing up for all the responsibilities of what it is to be a homeowner. So this building inspection revealed a lot of things that I just did not see with my eyes, nor could I see with my eyes. Or my realtor. None of us can see this unless you had, say, a sewer scope to go inside of the sewer and see what that's like. Or to go into the attic. We didn't have access to the attic before, and once we went to the attic, we noticed some things that might require some attention and a lot of work. Now I know more about what to look for when it comes to purchasing a home, because I paid for this inspection. I think it was well worth every single penny. This guy, like I said, was incredibly thorough, gave me a lot more ideas of what I should look for. There was a bunch of other things that was wrong with the home that I'll save you the details on. Apparently the people who live in the house were very much active in their community and respected in their community as far as being very charitable goes. This whole area looks like a really nice area where people maintain their houses and keep a nice environment in general. This house, I mean, it really, really, really pulls on my heartstrings, but at the same time, I have to think with this, not so much this when it comes to purchasing this home, because you have to take a look at the long term and how it's going to impact you. So I'm going to take a couple more days to sleep on this and really consider it before I make the decision to pull out or to go forward, because it's a kind of a big deal. So $510 later, I feel wiser, I feel more prepared, and more likely to test out more things when I'm looking at a home. More likely to bring a flashlight with me and look behind gaps, check out the attic, the basement, the crawl spaces with a flashlight and with a new set of eyes and a new perception now that goes along with it, so I can look for the things that I would otherwise not look for. So all in all, if you ask me, is a home inspection worth it? Absolutely. I mean, because if I didn't know all this stuff and I went forward with purchasing this house, I wouldn't be able to negotiate a lower price for the house. I think I only have a 3% margin to negotiate 3% lower than what the overall value is, or something to that effect. It only amounts to about $4,000, almost $5,000 that I can ask for money back because of all the things that need repair in the home. So if I went forward with purchasing the home for the full price that I offered and didn't know all this stuff, it would be very, very stressful. It would cost certainly a lot more than just $510, that's for sure. And it was an educational experience on top of that. I was able to learn more about what to look for and what to avoid when it comes to purchasing a new home. So yeah, absolutely, if you're looking into purchasing a home, get the home inspection. Also, make extra sure that you do some research in whatever area you're looking for to make sure whether or not things like, say, a radon test is relevant, or if the area has a habit of flooding on a regular basis. Whether or not the house has a sump pump is kind of a big deal. If it does flood, you want to make sure you have one. Those are just a couple things, but there's so much to consider when it comes to purchasing a new home. So with all that being considered, thanks very much for watching my video and listening to what I have to say about my home buying experience. Oh yeah, and if you're new to my channel, here's my shameless plug for you. I post a lot here on YouTube. I made a promise that I would post every single day this year of 2021, not only because I have a lot of things to say, but also because I want to track my progress as a content creator throughout this whole entire year. Kind of like an experiment and kind of like a showcase for other people who are aspiring content creators. I've learned a lot so far, and I have a lot more to learn, that's for sure. But so far, so steady. There's some videos I want to redo and update, but the ones I made so far are going to hold up for the time being until I can update them later. I'm a very chaotic poster. I have many different interests. I do a daily vlog, and I also post random bits of things here and there. And one thing I do consistently on this channel is a weekly tutorial on something to do with the circus and flow arts. So, if you're interested in learning how to juggle, or even juggle clubs, or contact juggle, like that thing that David Bowie did in Labyrinth with crystal balls, ooh, magical. Or if you want to learn how to spin things on your finger, we call that pediddling in the industry. You can do it with ring binders, with trays, even with pillows here on your couch. The flatter the better, it works out good. Or you can even learn how to do the devil sticks. Devil sticks is something I've been playing with the longest out of all of these circus and flow arts props that I do use. And you can learn the basics, the fundamentals on how to teach yourself how to do these things by watching my tutorials here on my channel. All you have to do is click on my playlists and then check out my Circus and Flow Arts Basics link, or even my Contact Juggling Tutorials link to learn more. And that's a wrap, folks. Thanks very much for watching. I appreciate it very much. Remember, never give up. Do your best, stay true to you, and be amazing, folks. Thanks for watching, and good night.